There is a lot happening on the continent, but first, my VOA colleague Paul Sisco has more on this week's 50th Independence Anniversary celebrations in Uganda.
50 years ago, October 9, 1962, Uganda's flag was raised under the leadership of then Prime Minister Milton Obote, bringing with it great expectations for a free nation full of opportunity. Then a nation of around 7 million, today Uganda's population nears 35 million. The road forward has been difficult.
Of the Republic of Uganda.
A coup saw Obote overthrown by Idi Amin in 1971. Amin's 8 years of rule were characterized by violence. In 1979, Tanzanian forces and Ugandan exiles overthrew the Amin regime. Uganda remained unstable. Yoweri Museveni, leader of the National Resistant Movement, came to power in 1986 after a 5-year guerrilla war. Since last Saturday, people across Uganda have been celebrating the country's 50 years of self-rule and independence from Britain. Zimbabwe's Robert Mugabe joined several African heads of state and President Museveni at formal festivities in Kampala.
Uganda, without any doubt, will become a medium-income country in the next few years, and certainly a first-world country in the next 50 years.
Many are not so sure and don't support the man who has led Uganda since taking power in 1986. Kampala resident Isaac Baka.
The 50 years has not been spent for the country's development, for the country's good. The little that we had in the first half deteriorated. Look at hospitals. Look at recent stagnation in the parliament.
Former member of Uganda's Legislative Council, Francis Akello.
We have not really achieved what we had decided to do. For instance, when the British left, of course I should say they left us with structures, systems. Education system was strong, and people, really know that everything was in order. Roads were good, And then, of course, we said, when we take over, this will be much better than the British have done. But if you look at the roads now, you will cry.
The opposition boycotted events, accusing the government of being corrupt and repressive. Kizza Besigye, the country's most prominent opposition leader, was arrested by police, breaking up an anti-government rally. But for many Ugandans, nearly 80% are estimated at under 31. 50 years of independence is a momentous event.
There are certain areas which may need improvement here and there, but whatever you've covered has to be recognized. So the 50 years we've so far as Uganda, we have so far got is quite important, and it's worth celebrating.
I feel great at least attending this occasion when celebrating its 50 years.
President Museveni shows no signs of giving up power, while opposition activists vow to continue their anti-government protests until he does. Paul Sisco, VOA News.